Welcome to another episode of Bargain Bin Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at Ninja Connection, the final film in this collection of martial arts movies. And I have to admit, this one gives me rather mixed feelings. Part of the problem is this feels less like a martial arts movie and more like an action movie, albeit one that feels very poorly focused because we have so many groups running around fighting and killing each other at points. That's hard to follow what's even happening. Like, we have this big, like, almost 20-minute battle where we watch people fight on a ship, where we got paratroopers parachuting in the middle of the night. We've got special forces, working their way up to the boat and then getting onto it with grappling hooks. We've got, attack helicopters flying around shooting at this boat where a drug deal is supposed to be going on. And then we got, ninjas on board, in air quotes, I guess, because they're shooting at people with guns while having the ship rigged with explosives, so a few of them sneak off because that's not where the actual drug deal is taking place. They're like, this was just to distract you poor fools. And they just barely managed to find the explosives in time after spending like 20 minutes clearing the place out. So I guess they're fighting the suicidal group of ninjas. They're like, yeah, we're going to take you down with our ship. And with a bunch of our partners in selling drugs. I'm not sure how they got them to agree to that plan, because you'd think they'd wonder why they're rigging the ship up with so many explosives. But, yeah, we start off, with a bit more focus on, revenge and stuff, which makes more sense. But, yeah, like, near the end of the movie, it's just massive battles with lots of guns. Even at one point, we get a battle with tanks involved as they're trying to attack, like, the Ninja HQ or something. So we're watching, tanks fire their main guns and just taking out groups of ninjas while they're near each other, but those explosions are only like smoke bombs, while the other explosions not near people involve, massive fireballs. Yeah, I know I'm talking about the end of the film, but it's just at a certain point, like, we've lost the scale here, of a ninja story, especially since we have one character talk about how, his father formed the group like halfway in to be a force for good, and he's gonna bring back the honor of the ninja way at some point by getting his revenge and taking out the evil master and reforming the group, to be the good guys. Only we never really follow up on that plot line, or maybe he gets killed while trying to shoot some people while using two guns at the same time. Honestly, like I said, like, so much of this movie is shot in the dark when we get to our big fights. That's hard to follow what the bleep's even going on. And the earlier portions of the film, don't do a good job characterizing our main characters because there's just too many. Like, there has to be like almost 5 or 6 different groups we're following at different times in this film. And that means there's not enough time to really establish any of the characters beyond, this guy's a good guy trying to put down the ninja drug dealers, and this group, was part of the ninja drug dealers, but they're on like a mission to carry out the drug deal, while some of these other ninjas we're seeing are, trying to assassinate the traitor. And then we got scenes with the informant. It's just like, it's jumping all over the place, which leaves the film feeling very stitched together poorly. And the fact most of the fights, like I said, take place at night, it just becomes hard to follow what's going on sometimes, especially when things get really crazy near the end. At any rate, the film decides to finish off, with 1 on 5, with the American being sent in to apparently being another ninja, which I'm not even sure the film even tells you he was trained as a ninja, other than he was apparently sent to infiltrate the group, I think, at some point. Though maybe they were talking to a different character when they did that. Like, that's how crazy this gets. Like, it's so hard to follow what's going on. I think he was mentioned as coming from New York, and they don't even establish that he was secretly infiltrating the group. He just was trained as a ninja in the States, I guess. And also has some magic ninja powers, because he uses a transformation jutsu, gets close to them, despite wearing bright orange like Naruto, pulls one guy into the ground and murders him, from below. And by the time the other ninjas realized he was grabbed, they got back to the car and we're missing a ninja. He then proceeds to fight, the rest of the master's bodyguards, takes them out using various traps and stuff, and then fights the other ninja master who's red, in a red outfit, and they both have shuriken symbols on their heads. Like, why? At any rate, the good guys eventually win, and they're like, mission's over, the ninjas have been taken out. And like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. Like, I'll admit, it's hard to look away from watching the mass death and stuff, but just like Like, this film seems to have lost all sense of scale for a movie about ninjas, okay? Like, I'm expecting a story about revenge and honor, and instead we got a story that feels more like, we have a cartel we have to deal with, so we're bringing in the big military guns. It feels like they just add the ninja bit in as an afterthought, almost. Like, seriously. If you want to do a movie about a big drug cartel, then do a movie about a big drug cartel. Don't even get the ninjas involved. It's just feels like it should be in a completely different breed of story, Till next time, then. See ya.
Reporting, sir. Sears has escaped.
Keep searching. Go!
Go!
The wheel's stuck in the ground.
Go get us, sir. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, come on, let's push.
Right.
Move it. Hey, go on. All right, let's go. Hold it. Where'd it go?
It disappeared.
That's strange. Hey, we're missing a ninja.
Let me see.
Monster can hurry up.